Hello everyone, Hamas28 here, and today we're back in the world of Dusty Hell. Let's get right into it. Now, as I left off last episode, we're going to be building the Galacticraft rocket ship and blasting off the planet. But first, there's a couple residual tasks we're going to have to do first. For instance, we need rocket fuel. And it was funny, I didn't realize it, and it's because this quest was already checked off, and I think it's because, actually I'm not really sure why, because this is saying fluid.fuel Galacticraft, so I don't know why this specifically got checked off, because you're supposed to craft it using kerosene and yorium. So remember when I said, oh, we don't need to make, what is it, endstone dust, because we don't need yorium. Well, turns out we do. So I did set up a bit of a lava generator right here, just so we can make the yorium, because yorium pieces are made from crushed endstone, and that endstone has to be made by throwing glowstone into a stone barrel. Now, to get the yorium dust though, luckily we just have to make the ingot. I mean, we don't even have to make the ingot, we just need to make the chunk and then crush it in our pulverizer to get 3 dust, which is pretty good. Then we are going to have to use a alchemical imbuer with our kerosene to make our rocket fuel. Now it looks like 1 bucket of kerosene equals 3/4 buckets of our fluid, which is not bad, and we should just be able to pull our kerosene from this setup here, because if we take a look at our kerosene production, I believe kerosene actually flows from the second one. Oh, we're not producing anything because we're full of naphtha. Can I use naphtha to make kerosene? Let's take a look. Kerosene. Kerosene comes from here in the refinery, and you can make it from liquefied coal, crude oil, refined canola, crystallized oil, or empowered. Interesting. Oh, there it is. Trash can fluid. Now if we come over here and use our handy dandy wrench, I should be able to just pull all the naphtha out so that we can make more kerosene. And naphtha is the 3rd one, which is right here. So if I just come to the front right here, that should start dumping it. Perfect. So that is going to use up all the naphtha just to throw it in the trash, but as you can see, we do make more naphtha down here anyway. This is completely full. So now we just have to pull out the kerosene, and because we're using the refined canola oil, we actually don't even need to refine it to this extent. We do make enough LPG anyway. So, and there we go. Now we're collecting the kerosene. That does leave us with a liquid hopper full of, oh, kerosene as well. Let me actually, I should be able to just push this into there, just like that. Perfect. So once this drains out, we're going to remove this guy. Liquid hoppers do drain a little bit slower, but I actually like that feature about them. So now that we have the kerosene, we now have to mix it in a alchemical imbuer. How do I make this? Basic. Ah, here we go. Why is it on the last page? That's odd. A brewing stand, machine frame, reception coil, constant and hardened glass. So not that difficult to craft at all. Just have to make a couple of items. And now that's complete. 1 alchemical imbuer. Now we'll just go ahead and throw this guy right here. That's a good spot for it, I think. We're gonna have to get some upgrades in here. But now we just have to throw in our kerosene with our yorium. So we should be able to grab our kerosene down here, and it's already full. Perfect. Then we just have to make some yorium, which shouldn't take too long. Let's see how much lava we have in here. So 9,000 in total should yield 9 blocks, which should give us what we need. So let's convert some of this glowstone. I don't need that much. Convert some of this glowstone real quick, and then we're going to break it down in the sieve and see how much we get. Luckily we don't need too much because we can triple it. And I actually came out with 17. I forgot the fluid duct itself stores a lot. What I should do is just put a portable tank here. That way I could just store a lot of lava for later. because I shouldn't need too much end stone dust. Oh, but now I have to break this. So can I throw this into the pulverizer to pulverize it? I can. So let's quickly pulverize this stuff. And then, once it's all pulverized, we're going to see how much yellorium we get, and hopefully it's a good amount. Crushed end stone using a steel-plated mesh is a 9% chance. Now remember, we do need 4 to make the chunk, just to yield 3. So I definitely do need to set up some more lava production so we can make a lot more. Because until we get... Oh, that doesn't... It doesn't... The odds don't even go up by too much. It also makes silver and aluminum, which is nice. But I really just need the yellorium. It's not until we get to the enderium plated end steel meshes that it goes up to 16.61. Well, after sifting our 17 pieces, we got 2. So a little bit unlucky, which means I'm definitely going to have to passive our creation of end stone and then compact it, well, not compact it, then pulverize it into the broken version so we can get more yellorium. Alright, 6 pieces of yellorium. So I doubled the number of crucibles so we could generate more lava. It's just still really slow. So, at least at this point, we can now take our yellorium ore chunk and throw it into the pulverizer to get 3 yellorium dust. And then we can add it to the alchemical imbuer to make our fuel. So let me quickly swap this. And then I'll put it back to make 3 yellorium dust. Do I have an upgrade in here? I do, just for the speed. So now if we take our yellorium dust and put that inside, it looks like it goes extremely slowly, but that'll produce, what, 750 times 3, so 2250 fuel? Which is pretty good, I think. Not only do you need a very specific fraction of oil to make fuel, you also need specialized machinery to feed it into the rocket. Oh, so it's just talking about kerosene. Well, you could have just said it's expensive because I need to refine end stone, which is not fun. But now that that's done, we need to make a fuel loader. Luckily, this is pretty cheap. 5 copper plates, a tin plate, a control circuit, and an air canister. So copper, we're going to need some tin. Grab our copper plates, and now let's make ourselves a fuel loader so we can fuel the rocket. Done. For space program guidance, check the wiki. Rocket logistics. If at some point you start needing a constant supply of resources on the moon, set up an automated delivery system with rockets. Interesting. Don't forget the launch pad. You'll need... Oh, I read that wrong. Don't forget the pad. You will need a launch pad, so go make a launch pad. Okay. This is 3 blocks of iron and 3 iron plates to make 9. Oh, that's really cheap. 3 blocks of iron and 3 iron plates. I thought it was going to be prohibitively expensive. 3 iron plates, 3 blocks of iron, and we're done. So after that is meteoric ores, a resource. Okay, so you just... Oh, this is not after. That's after the rocket. So let's grab our iron plates and build the launch pad. Done. Which means now we need to go here to oxygen supply and demand. Look, you need to make oxygen to be able to breathe up there. Good thing you only need to provide oxygen for yourself. It makes things a lot easier. So we already took those oxygen collectors, so we just need to make an oxygen compressor, which will take 4 steel plates, 3 aluminum plates, a machine frame, and this complicated looking machinery called an oxygen concentrator, which doesn't look too expensive. It's just a lot of plates. Not that bad. So we're going to need electrum, we're going to need more steel, make the oxygen vent. Now we can make the oxygen collector and put it all together with 3 aluminum plates and a machine frame. So let's grab 3 pieces of aluminum plates, and make the oxygen compressor. Quest completed, compress the air. Is that charging? No. Now it is. Heavy oxygen tank. Now we put this guy inside. Not enough oxygen. I have, out. Can I pump oxygen? out of these. Let's see, at Galactic Craft. I assume you'd be able to. Don't they have pipes? Fluid pipe will transfer liquid and gas. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so yeah, pretty expensive. Hardened glass and 3 advanced tubes. Luckily, I think we have those. Hardened glass, because I think I can make some more from crushing this obsidian. But I think I have 4 left over, and we should have 3 advanced tubes. So we can make these guys. So now I should be able to just connect the fluid pipes to this. And it's going to fill our oxygen tank. Perfect. Oxygen gear. Simply put, you need suitable gear to survive on the moon. It's cold up there, quite the opposite of this place, so be very careful. Oxygen gear is an oxygen concentrator, another one, plus those fluid pipes we just made. And the mask is an iron helmet surrounded by hardened glass. Okay, so not that bad. We just need to get a bunch of obsidian to make the hardened glass. I did route the lava from this crucible to this water bucket, so I could just make make obsidian to make the hardened glass. So that's taken care of. We're just going to need quite a lot of this. It's a little expensive since 1 block of obsidian equals 1 piece of hardened glass. And in total, we're going to need 8 plus 6, so 14. And with that, we should have made the oxygen gear. Task completed. Gives us another heavy oxygen tank. Let's go ahead and fill this guy if he's not full already. Yep, he's full. And we should be able to I was going to say, I forget what word, but now we can attach our oxygen gear, like so. I don't think if we do this it uses it yet, right? Because we can breathe outside here. So I think we're fine. And with all that completed, all that's left is Ad Astra. I hope you prepared a checklist. Well, here's a checklist of everything you need to bring, because it's one hell of a trip to the moon and back. First, we need to build the rockets. So we need to build the nose cone. That's not how you do it. Like that. 1 nose cone. 4 rocket fins is going to take 8 steel plates. Half of our remaining steel. We have a lot of steel ingots, just no plates. So 4 of these. We're going to need the tier 1 rocket engine, which will take our fluxed electrum blend, another air canister. And I think it was just 1, right? Luckily we have all of that in here. Fluxed electrum blend. I forgot how to make this. How do you make it? I just looked at it. Oh, with iron. And now, if we put all that together, we get the tier 1 rocket engine. And now, we can assemble the whole thing. Rocket engine, rocket fins, nose cone. Where are all my plates? Now we can assemble our rocket. Heavy duty plates, fins on the side, rocket engine, and nose cone. I wonder what these slots are for. But with all that done, 1 tier 1 rocket. Now to make the pre-launch checklist, we need rose red and a canvas, which is just string and red dye. So let's make that. Canvas and rose red to make the pre-launch checklist. Overworld, equip parachute, moon, equip oxygen. I can't read. Overworld, equip the parachute. Moon, equip the oxygen suit. Overworld space station, equip oxygen suit and create grapple hooks. Mars, oxygen suit and thermal suit. Venus, it's like a tongue twister. Oxygen suit, shield controller, and a tier 2 thermal suit. Asteroids, oxygen suit, grapple hook, and a thermal suit. Nice, very useful. So we will need a parachute. They come in different colors, as you can see, and they're all very cheap, using canvas and string. And make a parachute. Now, I believe there's a slot for it right there. Parachute done. Now for the moon, we have our oxygen suit, and we're ready to go. So let me put away our checklist, toss this stuff. And the reason you want to make this item is that it's very useful. Oh, did not need 16. And that's fine. Oh, there's no oxygen, so I actually should make more of these, because we'll need torches for the moon. I forgot about that. I forgot that's a mechanic that exists, so you do have to worry about that. Alright, and I think we're finally equipped to go on the trip. So I got our lunchbox here, full of nourishing food and some golden apple juice to keep us hydrated while we go to the moon. Now, I went ahead and added a bunch more upgrades to our pneumatic gear. A bunch of them I barely know what they even do, but the one I cared about the most was the speed upgrades and the leggings. Now I can walk a lot faster, which is very nice. Now we need to go ahead and build our rocket pad, and I think we can put it just right here. This, because it only takes a 3x3, so this is probably a good spot for it. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like so. And then you can see it works because it has a little divot. Now we could put our rocket on top. Now to actually, I'm wearing my suit, right? Oh, I left the other oxygen tank. Can't forget that. If we run out of oxygen, that would be very bad. Should I make extras? Probably. How long do these last? 2,700 total, and these are heavy, so it should last quite a while, I think. Guess we'll have to find out. Trial and error. Then our fuel loader will need some power, and I'm not actually sure how this works. After being connected to a launch pad, a fuel loader will allow fuel to be passed into the connected rocket or vehicle. So if the cable's right here, we should just be able to just do that. No fuel to load. Let me try doing this. No fuel to load. Oh, maybe this side has to be on the back. No fuel to load. Not enough power to load it. Okay, that's a good sign. We'll just have this power cable run all the way over here. Like so. Not enough power. Okay, it does use a lot of energy to power it though, which is interesting. Status active, and if I write... Oh, that's not what I wanted. That was close. I do not want to go to space quite yet. I wanted to see the loading, so it looks like it is loading. How much fuel does this need? I probably should have checked these wikis. Pre-launch checklist, space to launch, turn right, F for fuel. So if I go inside, F. Oh, okay, so we have a good amount of fuel. Oh, that's not how you do it. So that was only 2 buckets of fuel, and that seems to have almost filled it, which is very good. Seems like fuel is pretty cheap. And there's still a little bit left to go. Can be filled with fuel canisters. No fuel to load. Done. Fuel. Pneumatic armor. All upgraded. Oh, before I leave, I might as well show you guys that, because it's actually a very handy tip from one of our viewers that let me know you can power your pneumatic armor with pressure across dimensions if you build an aerial interface and have a charging module pointing into the interface. So that it's essentially pushing pressure from the pipes into my inventory, keeping all of our items full. Now, if you're wondering why a compressor is missing, when I tried rerouting this, because I couldn't reach the top for the charging module, I disconnected the pressure gauge and they overfilled and blew up. So I need to come back and fix that at another time, but for now, we're headed to the moon. In T-minus 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we have liftoff. How that zombie sees me, I'm not quite sure. Let's see, I shouldn't have to do anything. I don't think. I don't actually remember. Alright, so it looks like we have left the atmosphere. Now, how do I actually steer this thing to the moon? Wow, that's going to give me motion sickness. I probably should have checked that. Or I think I haven't played with Galacticraft in literal years, so I think all that has to happen is once we leave the gravity well of the Earth, we can just select the moon to go to. So just leaving looks like it's taken up quite a lot of fuel, which means the farthest we can go is the moon. We just don't have the fuel capacity to go any further. And there we go. From here. Oh, it's bound my mouse. I can't select anything. I don't want okay. I can't move the mouse. Okay, let me try. Hey everybody. So it's been like 2 hours. I did a lot of troubleshooting trying to figure it out. As you can see, we are landing on the surface of the moon, which means I did figure out how to fix it. The fix though is kind of tacky in that, see the mouse? When I'm leaving the atmosphere and going up, if I leave the mouse in the Minecraft window, it locks it here and I can't move it. But I found that while I'm ascending, if I take if I take the cursor and leave it from the Minecraft window and click elsewhere, that seems to solve it. So luckily, I was able to save the recording and we can continue on. And we're heading down. And it looks like it is quite cold, very cold. Luckily, I did put in, what is it? I maxed out our air conditioning upgrades in our pneumatic armor, so it should keep us warm enough. And now we've landed. This is one small step for man and one giant leap for mankind. I'll probably need to make a frequency module if I want to hear properly here. Ah, I forgot about that. Let's see, frequency module. Frequency. Oh, that's what this is. Let me save that. That's what this one is right here. And that's pretty cheap. 3 control circuits though, that's pretty crazy. Let me take this. Oh, I got it. See, it's weird not having any sound. I can't tell when things actually happen. So now that we're on the moon, there's lunar dungeons. We can make a base up here, but we're looking for meteoric iron, a resource found in those weird rocks on the moon's surface. Kinda looks like it. What is that? Or is that dirt? No, I think that is meteor iron. It is, a fallen meteor. Wow, it breaks really slow even with the drill. Probably should have brought a better pickaxe. And it starts to float off a little bit. Huh? Did I even get it? I think it floated upwards and disappeared. Now I also need to place down our emergency post, as this will keep mobs from getting over here. Alright, that should be good enough. Oh, what is that over there? It looks like a lunar base, a lunar village of some kind, if I had to guess. Glowstone torches. How they grow crops up here is a mystery to me. Tin wall blocks. Can we go inside? Alien villagers. Hi there. You need a frequency module to communicate. Alright, I'll get one. Oh, the mobs are wearing spacesuits. That's hilarious. But we're here specifically for meteor iron. So I actually want to check out all the villagers real quick, see if they have loot. Doesn't look like they have anything though. Actually, I wonder how deep this foundation goes, because I can steal these to make our own moon base. Oh, it's hollow on the inside. And it leads into a cave. Cheese ore, tin ore. Tin. More tin. Not much else. Okay, so it seems like I can't use my drill. I might have to upgrade it to the next tier. So I might just have to use the diamond pickaxe, because nothing dropped out of that, so that's kind of a waste. And let's see, how much are we actually going to need? So 1 meteor iron can be smelted into a meteoric iron ingot, or combined with redstone to make a conductive iron ingot. This will give us 4 more. They present unique properties and can be crafted. So we do need to make 1 meteoric iron, then make 1 conductive iron. High oven galores. If you want to achieve good productions of the next few alloys, you'll need to build a couple new high alloys, so get the materials ready, and also more seared stone. let's see, electrical steel is an alloy by the looks of it, of conductive iron, niter, redstone, and tin sand to make molten electrical steel. Dark steel looks to be an alloy of electrical steel, gunpowder, aluminum, and obsidian. And that'll get us access to tier 1.5 machines, our advanced chemistry, and our heat in solid form. Oh, I get it. It's hot because it's brand new. So they must spawn sporadically. Oh, there it goes. Grabbed it. I get it. So I must have to look around, and then every once in a while they'll just spawn. And they'll spawn as hot and brown, but then they cool down into this stone-like color. So there's the base over there. You know, I should have set a waypoint on the moon because I almost got lost. It's a good thing I placed all those torches around because I kind of just wandered around until I found it. I knew it was like in this general direction, just wasn't sure where exactly it was. Now, we're definitely going to have to set up some kind of moon base. That way we can extend how long we can stay mining on the moon. Because after about 20 minutes or so of mining, we've only obtained 23 and about to be maybe 25 meteorite fragments. And there they go, 25. But to actually do the amount of crafting we're going to need to be able to sustain ourselves on the moon for a much longer period. Now, my theory was correct. The meteorites do periodically spawn, so the longer we could stay on the moon, the more meteorite iron we can obtain. We take a look at our quest book here, Lunar Living Conditions. If you want to live on the moon, you'll need to keep a bubble or oxygen sealed space running. We also need to figure out a way to generate oxygen while on the moon. Which I'm not sure how. Maybe with water? Perhaps. Not actually sure. There must be some way to do it. But for now, let's see. Mars cobblestone gets it out of there. You can pulverize a fallen meteor into 4. So the strategy must be Silk Touch. That way you can pick up the full meteor and get 4 out of it. Because right now we only get 1 to 2, which is not that great. Is the fuel actually... Oh, wait a minute. Wait, am I trapped on the moon? Because I didn't bring a fuel loader up here. No, the rocket has to still have some fuel, right? Excuse me? You're joking. You're joking, right? Because I don't have another fuel loader. And I can't make one. Including your journey home again. Oh man, this is not good. I'm gonna keep all the food. Well, there's only one thing we can do. Well, fellas, hopefully we respawn back in our real body back on Earth. It's been a blast. I'll see. Wait, what? Whoa, what do you mean? What do you mean I'm in spectator mode? Excuse me? My body is literally in here. Game. Wait, I enabled cheats. Let's see. / game mode. Yeah, creative mode. Game mode 0. Ow. My shell is literally right here. Hello? Redstone, you're active. Why aren't you working? Like, look, it's even making me a new body. Okay, I'm calling something on that because literally my body is right here. So why did it put me into spectator mode? Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Well, And welcome back. I gathered all the materials we're going to need to head back to the moon. As you can see from my inventory, I also have some potions of regen and strength because we're going to be conquering the dungeons that the quest book was talking about. That way we can locate the tier 2 rocket and go to Mars. That way we can get more meteoric iron ore, which should be good. Now I stored all the stuff in here. So we're going to take some advanced solar panels. Actually, am I still going to make a moon base if we're just going to go to Mars? I might set up a moon base later. For now, though, we have our heavy oxygen. We have our oxygen gear. I enchanted a diamond pickaxe with silk touch and breaking and efficiency, so I could collect more meteoric ore. Luckily, it was very easy. Using the arcane and sorcellator and all of these solidified experience that I've been getting from the mob farm, it was actually pretty easy to enchant the pickaxe. Take our water, and now we should be good to go back to the moon and locate the dungeon so we can get the tier 2 rocket. And with that, we made it back to the moon. Now it looks like we're going to land on top of the prior buggy, which is a little funny. And looks like they just go in the same spot. Huh. Who'd have thought? Okay, but now we can grab our stuff. James ran out of oxygen. So sad. Okay, now we can load up this fuel loader. That has to go facing the other way. Let's see, our crescent wrench should be in here. Yep, there it is, along with our bucket of fuel. Probably should have brought more fuel with me, actually. But I think that's fine. Okay, like so. So now we can do this, add our solar panels. There we go. Oh, that's not going to reach. Let's see, I'm actually going to have to... I should have brought more cables. Let's see, let me move this guy. Okay, that broke way faster than I thought it would. Okay, so we're going to put one right here. And that shouldn't get in the way. And then we should be able to put this guy right on the end. Not perfect, but it works. Oh, and if you're wondering where I got these advanced solar panels, I went back to the NASA launch site, and I just picked up the other 3 that I left from last time. Okay, so now we can take our heart amulet along with this stuff and equip these guys. That's not where they go. That goes there. Okay, why am I holding a bottle? That's not supposed to be there. Put you inside. Take our fuel bucket. Take this. Oh, I have more flux ducts right here. Perfect. So we can extend this out and connect you. There we go. Should be good enough to power the fuel loader. Perfect. 1 bucket of fuel. Should be enough to take us back home. Now, if we put away this stuff and that, I'll take 1... No, I brought water. So we'll sort that. And then, all we have to do from here is locate a dungeon. So let me see if I can grab this stuff without it flying away. Perfect. Okay. Replace our armor. We're all good here. Equip our parachute, and we're good to go. See, we can probably dump some stuff now that I'm here. Probably don't need all of this. Don't need this armor. I will keep the hardened leather helm. Oh, you can see one of the meteorites fell from the sky. Interesting. But I'll just eat the cheese curd right now. Huh, why is... Shouldn't this be keeping me... Shouldn't my armor be keeping me warm? That's not good. If we end up freezing to death... Although we should... Yeah, I have hypothermia. Okay, we're gonna have to leave the moon. I cannot risk dying again. Yeah, why is my armor not working? It has the air conditioning upgrades. Well, that's awkward. But hey, we have it successfully built. Now we can come and go to the moon as we please. Then let's grab this. And now, with 4 heavy oxygen tanks, we should be good to go to locate a dungeon. Now, I do need to remove this waypoint. remove. Make a new one for rockets. Right here. And we need to locate a dungeon. Now, everyone was telling me to find a dungeon, you want to look at these craters, and if you're lucky, you should see some like black dungeon stuff. Although, I'm not seeing any here yet, so we're not super lucky. It's annoying that it doesn't tell you the name of the block. But we're just gonna have to go looking. Oh, wait. I think I see it. That looks suspiciously black. Haha! We located it. Pretty lucky. It's a good thing I decided to turn left there. Actually, is this one over here? Cancel, that's not what I wanted to do. This might also be one actually, and maybe this over there. But we're pretty lucky. As you can see, they're quite rare, but not impossible to find. And luckily with this diamond pickaxe, we should be able to break any spawners that we come across. So let's move fast. Okay, it already looks dangerous. Okay, a spawner here, evolved skeletons. Okay, not too bad. And I'm stuck in cobweb, nice. Okay, just gotta make sure we take care of these skeletons. The Endermen are pretty chill. A little annoying though that you can't hear anything. Okay, let's keep moving. Evolved creepers, dangerous. I'd rather just him explode. Okay, spawners. Don't see any. Zombies. Okay, so we're not actually that weak because we're not taking much damage, which is really cool. It's funny, I was thinking this place was going to be a lot harder than it actually is, and it's based on how when I went to the NASA place, that place really messed us up. But I think these are more in line with vanilla mobs, which means the armor upgrades we put in our pneumatic gear are actually keeping us pretty safe. And I should have brought a bow. I think a bow would be better than these. Although I bought potions of strength. Oh, I'm so dumb. Why didn't I drink the potion of strength? Okay, let me eat some apples real quick. Drink some water. And potion of strength. These are regular ones? Okay, I did make strength too, so that's good. No chests though, pretty unlucky. And this should be the boss chamber. And there he is. Now, I think you can cheese him if you get in... Oh, that's not good. Get me out, get me out, get me out. You should not throw me in the lava. If you stand under this guy, I don't think... Okay, no, he can still grab. Okay, so I gotta get out of the lava. That's not good. But he's actually not that difficult of a boss fight. As you can see, he attacks you with 2 bows and will grapple you and throw you. But because of the low moon gravity, getting chucked doesn't actually do anything. And he doesn't actually do like any damage when he's throwing us. Can I cheese him from up here? I can't reach. Okay, he's halfway down though. As long as he doesn't throw me in the lava, we should be fine. Dang, his reach is really long though. It actually makes it really hard to kite. Like, you can't hit him while he's grappling you. Okay, there he goes, he's down. You can't hit him while you're being grappled. But the range to like walk back is so low. And there it is. I has the key. And what do we get? A moon buggy, along with some food, a music disc, some lunar sapphires, and a heavy-duty shovel. Well, that kind of sucks. Because we got the buggy and not the rocket. Luckily, though, we should be able to trade the buggy schematic for the rocket schematic. Now, can I actually break these to get out of here? Oh, cool, we can. So I can't just dig out of here. That's pretty unlucky, though, that we didn't get any other chests, though. Because apparently it should have extra chests like through here, but we had 0. But you can see the dungeon isn't too bad as long as you're properly equipped. And hey, at least now we can make a moon buggy. I mean, that should make traveling a lot faster. Not actually sure how to build it though. So let's go ahead and head back out of here. Why is this one a different color? Is this another dungeon? No, it's just the lighting bug. So there's one of two things we can do. We can either find another moon dungeon and see if we get lucky finding the shuttle, or we can trade this to the villagers, but that'll require us to head back home and and make the frequency thingamabob so we can talk to them. Let's see, how are we doing on oxygen? We only burned through half of our tank, so we still have a lot of oxygen left, so I think we'll be good to go just to explore and see if we can find some more dungeons. Let me drop this stuff that we don't need. Drop this. Oh, don't want to drop that. That's important. Don't need the redstone, and we'll eat the experience. So, I'm going to keep walking around, and let's see if we can find another one. Otherwise, we have a lot of villages, so if I have to end up trading the buggy schematics, it shouldn't be that annoying. Alright, I think I found another one. I think we found another one. And yep, this one's it. Perfect. Okay, let's load up on our water. Eat some grub. Drink our potion of strength. And let's head inside. Oh, looks like a creeper spawner this time. Okay, luckily he got stuck in cobweb, so did I though. Anyways, we gotta slay the boss, and then hopefully get our thingamabob. There we go. See, dump this stuff that we don't need. What is that? Spawner shards. Oh. Okay, thank you for the key, buddy. And rocket. Moon buggy again. Come on, man. Okay, grab our chest. And let's see if we can get lucky on this dungeon. Alright, this one already has a treasure chest. Already looking better. He's on like 1 health. Yep, literally 1 HP. Okay, final hits. There we go. And come on, tier 2 rocket. Okay. Give it to me. Tier 2 rocket. Moon buggy again? Oh, come on, man. So let's head to a nearby village and see if they'll give us the tier 2 rocket schematic. Usually you have to trade them something of value, and we did get 2 lunar sapphires, so that should be good enough. Alright, so let's talk with some of these villagers and see if we can get ourselves a schematic. Luckily, the types of things they like to buy are pretty cheap. Hey there, buddy. Oxygen mask, oxygen tank, gear, gas, parachute. They'll trade an empty canister for food. That's funny. Here we go. Tier 2 rocket for 4 lunar sapphires and a moon buggy. And then you can trade a tier 2 rocket and 4 for the buggy. It's a shame I can't just trade the buggy for money. So they'll trade 35 saplings for 1 lunar sapphire. Is there any other way to get lunar sapphires? Alright, so it took me a pretty long time, but I have 84 saplings and I think that's enough. So now we should be able to trade these saplings. Oh, it only took 19. Perfect. In my mind, they took like 30 something, which is why I got a stack and a half. So now we can trade our moon buggy with 3 sapphires to get our tier 2 rockets. Red planet incoming. And with that, we're basically done living on the moon. And now that we're back home, we can take our brand new schematic and throw it into our NASA workbench. Actually, how do you? Oh, here we go. Unlock schematic. Tier 2 rocket. It's bigger. Holds more stuff. How do you craft it though? Let's see. Tier 2. Tier 2 rocket has 2 boosters and Tier 2 heavy duty plates. Still uses a Tier 1 rocket. Then you can add, oh, so that's how you add the storage. You put chests on it. Is that really all you can do? You just add chests? Huh. I thought that would be more interesting. Then to make the Tier 2 heavy duty plate heavier duty, this is locked behind red horizons to the red planet. You are at this point more than ready to visit the red planet, so go on, have fun. Cool. So before we can go to Mars, we're going to have to finish off this part of the tech tree to unlock Tier 2 circuits, flux electrum ingots, and get some of this advanced chemistry going. But I think this episode has been going on long enough. As always, I'm your host, Hamas28, and I'll see you guys next time.